Hello everyone and welcome to another game of Squirrels Baseball. I am Aaron and we are in St. Louis to take on the Cardinals for the first time today. The first time this season. Our recording later again, it's 8:30. Might have been able to squeeze it in a little earlier, but the Purdue game went very long. Did not go well for Purdue at all, but I stuck around the whole time because it was the last one of the season, so I didn't want to really miss anything. So game should be back on regularly scheduled here for the Squirrels. Sky catching for the Cardinals now. Probably doesn't mean anything to you guys, but I remember Sky. If I remember right, he's got a pathetic arm behind the plate, but he can really hit the ball hard. And it seems like the Cardinals have a few Diamondback pieces from at least recent seasons, and Chris Young, I do believe, was one of those. Originally a Padre, but I don't think he was with Arizona for a little bit here in these seasons. Might be misremembering that, though. And here we go, Kester at the plate. First pitch from Young is called a strike. Follows that up with the fastball that drifts outside. And a curveball that hits the dirt. 2-1. Popped up at the plate. Sky, right behind the umpire, makes the grab. Marvin, he's going to bat left-handed. And he will start off with a fastball that is too low. Here's a called strike. Makes it 1-1. This is up and in. Young seeming to have a little trouble finding the plate here. Does get this one called for a strike. Makes it 1-1. Or 2-2 rather, sorry. I was even looking right at the count thing and I still said the wrong thing. Anyway, Marvin looks at strike 3. 2 outs and Chief at the plate. He looks at strike 1. Swing and a miss. Makes it 0-2. And that's a line drive into left center. It's going to roll all the way to the wall, and Chief is going to cruise in for a 2-out double. The Chief, after going through a little bit of a slump, has now hit several doubles over the past few days. Seems to be finding his stroke again. That'll bring Terry to the plate. 2 outs, but a runner in scoring position. First pitch is down and in. There's a called strike on a high fastball. And a swing and a miss makes it 1-2. This pitch is down low. Right down the middle, but unfortunately Terry just hits a hopper back to Young, who will throw it over to first to end the top of the first. Juan Pierre is going to lead off for the Cardinals, which he did last year as well. You can see normal lineup in for the Squirrels. Paulie is on the mound, as he's supposed to be after Graves. Paulie starts off Pierre with a knuckleball for a strike. Paulie yet to give up a run this year. That pitch is fouled away, makes it 0-2. And that fastball skips in, 1-2. There's a swing and a miss for strike 3. 1 out. Cesar is Turris at the plate. He will start off with a strike. Another called strike makes it 0-2. I feel like I have something in my eye. As Turris swings and misses for strike 3. That'll bring Pujols to the plate, and looks like he is having quite a year, hitting, what was that, 464, I think it said? Yeah, with 14 home runs and already almost up to 50 RBI. And he hits this one hard. It's going to stay in the park. Marvin actually came pretty close to it. Gets the ball back in, but Pujols will cruise in for a 2-out double. We've generally speaking, we've done pretty well against Pujols, but he's definitely had his winning moments as well. Adrian Beltre at the plate now. I believe that is new for the Cardinals. I forget who is playing third. They had Troy Gloss coming off the bench. And I can't remember who was at third for them. Who was starting over him that I didn't think should be. But it wasn't Beltre. Beltre strikes out swinging. So no score in the first inning. We'll move on to the second, where Frank will start things off.
Number 6, Frank, left fielder.
First pitch is a called strike. And this one goes into center field, and it will drop in for the second base hit of the day for the Squirrels. Tom at the plate now. He smacks one right to Pujols at first. He goes to second with it, and that is the only out that the Cardinals will get. So Zach at the plate now, 1 on, 1 out. First pitch misses inside. There's a called strike on the outside corner. This one is going to be foul down in the right field stands. 1 and 2. Popped foul, but it'll make the screen. Still 1 and 2. And fouled away again. Zach spoiling a lot of pitches here. This one will be foul as well as he keeps battling. And then that fastball bounces in to make it 2 and 2. This one's fair, but it's right to Cabrera. It's Drupal Cabrera. I do remember that this time. Tom takes off, and he does steal second. You see there, Sky, not much of an arm behind the plate. So that is something the Squirrels could take advantage of. Runner now in scoring position with 2 outs. Again, Joey strikes out looking, and that will end the top of the second. So again, with the Squirrels with a bit of a threat, but can't cash in, we'll go to the bottom of the second inning, where Juan Encarnacion will lead things off. First pitch is called a strike. Second pitch stays a bit high. Pauly winds and delivers a ball that's hit towards second. Kester does make the grab, throws it over, and that is 1 away. Chris Burke at the plate now. Cardinals, pretty sure new center fielder. Maybe he was there last year, but I kind of don't think so. Has an 0-2 count. Does not chase that high fastball. Does chase that high fastball and comes up empty. 2 away. Sky at the plate. Only the 1 home run, which is a little surprising. Thought he might have more than that with the power he's got. Has a 1-1 count in this at-bat. Looks at strike 2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So we'll go into the third inning. We are still scoreless, and Pauly will lead things off.
Number 52, Pauly, pitcher.
First pitch to Pauly is a fastball that stays high. And a called strike to make it 1-1. Another called strike makes it 1-2. Pauly takes that. I don't think he swung the bat yet. He's got a 2-2 count. Swings here, but comes up empty. 1 away, back to the top of the order. Kester fouled out. Young with 3 strikeouts the first time through the Squirrels' order. Starts Kester off with a ball inside, and then a called strike on a slider. Not sure how much sliding that pitch did, but A swing and a miss on the curveball will make it 1-2. Then a little line drive here into shallow left center. Puts Kester on first with 1 out. Marvin was a strikeout victim the first time through. Kester takes off and he will steal on Sky all day. Feel like he could have walked in. So the Squirrels with the runner in scoring position. They've not gotten anybody to third, but they've gotten a runner onto second in every inning so far. Marvin with an 0-2 count, and he will swing and miss for strike 3. 2 down. Chief just put his average back up over 400 with a double in his last at-bat. Looks at strike 1 here. Hits this one over first base. That's going to drive in the first run of the ball game. Chief chugging for second, and he will make it there. Bit of a close play at second, but he is safe. So an RBI double starts the scoring. And then Terry smacks one into the scoreboard out and right. Just short of it, actually, but still. His 8th home run, a 469-foot shot. No doubt on that one. And this game has quickly gone to 3-0 in favor of the Squirrels. There are 2 outs. Frank already got a base hit in this game. Looks at a ball down and away. And that's a strike over the outside half. 1-1. Hit sharply but foul right over the tarp. 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That ends the top of the third, but the Squirrels plate 3 to take the lead, as Drupal Cabrera will lead things off for the Cardinals in the bottom half of the inning. Pauly with his first pitch of the third misses. Here's a swing and a miss, makes it 1-1. There's a called strike on the inside corner, makes it 1-2. Back to the knuckleball, but it's fouled away. Pauly this time goes with the fastball, and I don't think Cabrera was expecting that, and he strikes out swinging. Chris Young at the plate to try to help his own cause. Takes strike 1. Stats look like a pitcher. Hits this one back to Pauly. He boots it at first, but is able to get it over to first for the second out. That makes 6 strikeouts for Pauly the first time through the Cardinals' order. Juan Pierre was one of those victims. In fact, I think the first 3 batters all struck out, if I remember correctly. Pierre currently with an 0-2 count. 2 outs, nobody on base. This is fouled away. We'll try again. Called strike. I'm not sure it was a great call. But that's the way we're going, and we'll move into the 4th inning. Squirrels still ahead 3-0. First pitch to Tom is too high. And is way in front of that fastball to make it 1-1. Pops this one high in the air. Young is going to field it himself near first base. There is the catch. 1 down. Zach at the plate. Lined out in his first at-bat, though he did battle. Hits this ground ball. Turris picks it up and throws it over for the second out of the inning. Joey struck out looking at his first at-bat. And this pitch is called a strike. Hits this one back to Young. And that will end the top of the 4th. Quick inning there for the Squirrels. The Cardinals will start off with Turris at the plate. Still a 3-0 Squirrels lead. Turris struck out swinging in his first at-bat. He swings and misses at a knuckleball. Looks at strike 2 on a fastball. And looks at strike 3 for the first out of the inning. Albert Pujols at the plate. He's got the only Cardinals hit so far. A well-struck double. Hits this one not quite as well placed. Marvin makes the grab. 2 away. That will bring Adrian Beltre to the plate. I do believe he struck out as well. Looks at ball 1 to start this at bat. Then a follow-up strike. Next pitch is too low. 2-1. A high hop. Holly fields it, throws to first, and it is in time. Not sure it was actually that close, but there was a bit of a question. It was a very high hop. So we'll go into the 5th inning. Squirrels leading 3-0. Pauly is going to come back to the plate for his second at-bat. Pauly struck out swinging in his first at-bat. Looks at strike 1. Grounds this one to Izturis. 1 away. Back to the top of the order. Kester, 1 for 2 so far. Starts off with a strike on the inside corner. Swing and a miss makes it 0-2. Ground ball. Cabrera picks this one up and throws it over for the second out of the inning. Marvin is struck out in both at-bats so far. Looks at strike 1 here. At least gets this ball in play. Beltre to first, and that will end the inning. So it's really just been that little 2 or 3 batter stretch that's been a trouble for the Cardinals. They will come to the plate in the bottom of the 5th. Trailing 3-0. Juan Encarnacion to the plate. First pitch is called a strike. This is going to be fouled away. Another swing and a miss, and that's the first out of the inning. Chris Burke also struck out in his first at-bat. Pauly looking for strikeout number 10. He's sitting at 9 at the moment. Has Burke with an 0-2 count. And this one is fouled away. Pauly gets another bite at it. It's not a bad 2-strike pitch. Burke does not chase it. There's a swing and a miss for his 10th strikeout of the day. That will bring Sky to the plate. I believe he hit a pop-up, if I remember right, back in his first at-bat. Currently has a 1-1 count. He's behind on that fastball to make it 1-2. Swings and misses at a high fastball, and that will end the 5th inning. We go into the 6th. It's still a 3-0 Squirrels lead, and they will start with Chief at the plate. Chief, 2 for 2 with 2 doubles. 1 to left center, 1 through right. He's going to ground out to Izturis here, retired for the first time today. Terry has a ground out and a homer. He will start this at bat looking at a pitch inside. There's a called strike, 1-1. Swing and a miss makes it 1-2. Hits this one pretty far, but it's going to hook foul. Don't know if it quite had home run distance, but it might have. It would have been awfully close. This one into center field. This will not have home run distance, and Burke makes the grab. 2 down, Frank at the plate. He's 1 for 2 today. Swings and misses at the first pitch. This pitch up and out makes it 1-1. This pitch up by his head. Frank doesn't flinch. This slider is called a strike to make it 2-2. Hits this one, but right to Cabrera. And that will end the top of the 6th inning. And Cabrera is going to lead things off in the bottom of the 6th. Cardinals trailing 3-0. Cabrera struck out in his first at-bat. Pauly currently sitting on 11 strikeouts out of 15 outs made today. Cardinals really got to do a better job getting some bat on the ball. Cabrera not helping the cause right now. Does hit this one, and it will get through for the second Cardinals hit of the day. That brings Young to the plate. He is looking to bunt. Squirrels let him have that bunt. Wasn't a great one, but it'll work. Moves the runner into second. There's now an out. Juan Pierre at the plate. First pitch is called a strike. Pops this one up. Kester is going to field it on the infield grass. 2 away. And that will bring Cesar Izturis to the plate. First pitch misses outside. There's a called strike. Another called strike. Makes it 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Pauly is done for the day now. 6 shutout innings. Squirrels up 3-0. Tom is due to lead off for the Squirrels in the 7th. Tom is 0 for 2 today. Hit into a fielder's choice back in the first, so he was on base, but not on a hit. Just beat out a double play throw. Has a 1-1 count in this at-bat. Make it 2-1. That fastball misses down and in. There's a called strike over the inside corner. This is up into the air. Burke will make... Oh, no, he does not make the catch. He got his glove on it, but could not pull it in. And Tom barely gets into second base. He almost got himself thrown out there. So somehow, Tom avoids 2 very good put-out chances to find himself on second base with nobody out. Zach has a 1-1 count. Swings and misses at that pitch to make it 1-2. Then a ground ball. Tom will go back to second. Zach is out at first. They did try to get that middle sneaky out, but Tom got back in time. Joey's going to be intentionally walked. So we will get ready to pinch hit. Tom took off. I don't know what the hell he's doing. He's easily thrown out. I don't know if he forgot what was going on. Thought there was a runner behind him. I don't know, but just seemed very determined to give back that out that he escaped while he was at the plate. Phil's going to come in to hit. Runner on first with 2 outs now. And Phil swings and misses at the first pitch. Hits this one, and it will get through the middle of the infield. Joey stays at second, puts runners on first and second for Kester. There are 2 outs. And he will ground this one to Izturis, who goes to first with it, and that will get us to the 7th inning stretch. Still a 3-0 Squirrels lead. Pujols will lead things off for the Cardinals in the bottom half of the inning. We will turn to Nakai to take it over for just an inning if things hold as they are right now.
Your attention, please. Now coming on the pitch for Indianapolis, number 18.
Nakai did not give up a single run all year last year. Has already given up a few this year, so that streak did not carry over. That's okay. Still quite an achievement. Pujols, 1 for 2, double and a fly out to center. Has a 1-1 count in this at-bat. Swings and misses at that curveball. Swings and misses that fastball at his head. Might have been more self-defense, but it is the first out of the inning. Beltre's 0 for 2. Watches that changeup hit the dirt. Swings and misses to make it 1-1. Called strike 2. Called strike 3 on a curveball. Beltre does not like the call, but here we are with Juan Encarnacion. Bases empty with 2 outs. First pitch is called a strike. And pitch too low. Another low pitch. Nakai really working down today. Elevates that one a little bit, gets a ground ball to second, and that will bring us to the 8th inning. Still 3-0 Squirrels. All the runs scored back in the 3rd. Marvin will lead things off for Indy. The Cardinals, though, will go to their bullpen and find Kelvin Jimenez. That will keep Marvin batting left-handed. He's 0 for 3 today, though after striking out the first 2 times, he ground out in his last at-bat. At least put some lumber on it. Fouls that pitch down the first baseline, makes it 0-2. This one deep into center field. Burke is going back, and he will not get there. It will drop over his head. Marvin in with a leadoff double. Chief at the plate. He's 2 for 3 with 2 doubles. Looks at strike 1. And this is going to be fair, right on the line. Marvin's going to come in and score, and that will make it not a save situation. Another double from Chief knocks in the 4th run of the game. Terry now at the plate. No outs yet for the Cardinals here in the 8th. Terry with an 0-2 count. He hits a line drive through the middle, and that's going to get by Burke even. Well, sort of by Burke. He cut it off. Terry's thrown out at second, trying to make that into a double, but Chief does score. So it's an RBI single with an outfield assist. The Squirrels now up 5-0. 1 out, and Frank with another base hit in the left. Jimenez just throwing gasoline on the fire. Tom 0 for 3 did reach on an error in his last at-bat, and then seemed to forget he did not have a runner behind him on a walk and was thrown out at third. Pops out to Jimenez here. So now there are 2 outs. Zach is 0 for 3. Runner still on first. First pitch is called a strike on the outside corner. Pitch is too low, 1-1. Then a little bloop line drive. Cabrera is able to snag that one, and we'll go to the bottom of the 8th inning. It's now 5-0, so no save situation. So Nakai will come out for another inning. Chris Burke at the plate. He has struck out twice today. First pitch is up and out. Burke does not chase it. Then a strike on a changeup. Fastball stays high. It's 2-1. There's a called strike, 2-2. Fly ball into right. Zach comes in, and he will make the grab. 1 away. Sky has also struck out twice today. Looks at strike 1. Looks at strike 2. Swing and a miss for strike 3. 2 down, Cabrera at the plate. He's 1 for 2, a strikeout and a single. That changeup stays outside. There's a called strike. Almost hits him with that curveball, 2-1. And a ground ball to third. Chief will throw over to first, and that will end the inning. We go into the 9th. It's a 5-0 game. Squirrels will start off with Joey. We would have changed pitchers for Nakai anyway, but his spot is going to come up in this inning, so we will have a pinch hitter here in just a couple batters. Joey has an 0-2 count. Jimenez gets the call on a slider. Joey doesn't like it, but that is the first out of the inning. Phil already with a hit today. Looks at strike 2 here in his second at-bat. And gets another hit. This one shot into right field. So let's go with Sweeney. He has been a better hitter as of late. Started off the year just terrible. Runner on first with 1 out. Jimenez checks over at first. Phil not a threat to steal. One of the slowest players in the majors. Sweeney looks at strike 1. And then a slider down in the dirt. There's a called strike on the inside corner. 1 and 2. Ground ball. This Sweeney's very fast, but even this is a double play. That was tailor-made. 6-4-3. So it's going to be the pitcher spot up for the Cardinals. They need 5 runs to stay alive. We are going to turn to Zap to try to get these last outs. Guess we'll take Joey out, have Sweeney play short. Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Your attention, please. Now coming on the pitch for Indianapolis, number 23, Zach.
All right. Cardinals not pinch hitting. I guess 5-0. They've already given up. Jimenez swings and misses at the first pitch. Swings and misses at the second pitch. Hits this one right to Phil, who makes the grab. 1 down. Juan Pierre 0 for 3 on the day. He watches this pitch go a little bit too far inside. And swings and misses at the changeup. 1-1. Another pop fly that Phil should have. And he does. Oh, excuse me, had a hiccup there. Cesares Turris has struck out in all 3 at-bats so far today. He is the Cardinals' last hope. And he looks at strike 1. This pitch misses down and away. We've got a 1-1 count. Ground ball. This should do it. Phil making all the plays this inning, and that is your ball game. Your final score today: Indianapolis Squirrels 5, St. Louis Cardinals 0. So the Squirrels bouncing back to try to start a new win streak, and apparently also trying to start a new shutout streak. We'll look at a few highlights here. Said most of the runs scored back in the 3rd inning. Though we did tack a few on late. This no doubt home run I really thought was going to go off the scoreboard, but instead pretty high up into the bleachers. Not that I think this version of Busch Stadium actually has any bleachers, but you know. Alright, I'm going to assume Chief is your player of the game, and he sure is for driving in that first run. So thank you everybody for watching. If you'd like to like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff, feel very free. Otherwise, we will be back tomorrow with the Cardinals. We'll see you then.